My name is Dilip D'Souza. I'm a writer, and something unique about me, I think, is I have to confess there was a time when I took a boat for 2 days in Madagascar, and the boat was so rough on the sea. The seas were so rough that I couldn't pee, and it's something I've told nobody. So you're the first person I've told that to. I was asked to actually attend the final test, Sachin Tendulkar's last test, for a magazine that wanted me to write about it. And I was in the stands. They asked me particularly to be in the stand. They didn't want to report from the press box. So I attended, and I was, just watching the people around me, watching the atmosphere, and I thought there's a book here to be written. And so I thought it's interesting to write a book, not just ball by ball of the test, which is what I did, but also using it as a vehicle to talk about cricket more broadly, the changes in cricket, the changes in the way people play cricket, the changes in the commercialization of the game, all through those 25 years of Sachin's career. So that's what I try to do. That's the basic theme of the book. And in some ways it raises questions about what it really means to hero worship this man. Which I think this whole country does, and so I think all those came together in this book, and that's why I wrote it. Really, because Tendulkar came first on the scene, first of all these guys, and he was so young. He was what, 17 or 16 or 18 or something when he came to the team, and he just blew away everybody's perceptions because he was able to face all these fast bowlers and do really well. So, and therefore, and I think there was a need at the time in the country for heroes, and for various reasons. It was a time when we were really looking down on ourselves, and this man came along, and here was this young boy from middle class Maharashtra who really made it big. So I think all the other players also were great players that you mentioned, Dravid and Ganguly and so on, but they came a few years later. So that's the nature of the game. He happened to come in first, and he made a big impression on people, broke all these records, and people just loved him for that. So that's why he became such a big hero. People say that he's got such a big record of service to the country. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubting that. He was a great player, but I don't think it, honestly, if you look at the last 2 years of his career, he had done pretty poorly in tests compared to his previous record. So, you could make an argument that he didn't really deserve a place in the team. And then for him to say, I want to play these last 2 tests, and I want to play them at home, and then for this test series to be squeezed in there just for him, I don't think that was right in some ways. And then the test itself was, nobody cared about the cricket, really. It wasn't a game. It was just about Tendulkar. It was just about this show. I think that's sad, in some ways it's very sad. It's a sad reflection on our cricket, on us all, and perhaps I think it sort of pulls Tendulkar down a little bit, which is also very sad. From the last test, I think what really stayed with me all along was just the reaction of the crowds, how everybody reacted to this guy in this outpouring of emotion. That's really what it was. People were just so ecstatic about seeing him, so sad about him going away. And I think I felt like I was an observer watching all this happen, and so it was really novel for me in that sense. It wasn't like an ordinary cricket match. So that was very interesting for me. My publisher actually sent him a bound proof, what they call it. It's a spiral bound, like a printout in a sense. And I know he got it because a few days later I got an email from his office saying, thank you, it looks like a very well written book. But he didn't actually say, I've read it.